consent agenda,
And then
just the action items, supposed to be school board chair.
meal prices, I think, are.
Okay, we're ready to go.
Okay. I'll call the July 10th, 2023 Forest Grove School District Board of Directors meeting to order. It's 9:34 a.m. Please stand and join me in the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of the agenda is the next item. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Okay. We'll do a roll call vote. Yes for me, Kate,
Yes.
Val,
Yes.
Christy,
Yes.
and Brad.
Yes,
Okay, thanks. Move on to the consent agenda. The consent agenda is attached in the materials for the school board meeting. Are there any questions about the consent agenda? Okay, hearing none, I'll move that we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Okay, we'll again do a roll call vote on this. Yes for me, Kate,
Yes.
Val,
Yes.
Christy,
Yes.
and Brad.
yes,
Okay, that passes. Thanks. So now we get to, we have, looks like 4 action items today. The first is to elect the school board chair for 2023-24 school year. And I'll open it up to nominations for that position.
I have a quick question. Since Mark has the agenda and stuff, can we move this to the last action item? Just because I don't have the agenda thing in front of me and then I don't have to make the motions or read them or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Is that fine with you guys? Can we move this one to the last?
sure.
Okay.
Perfect. Thanks.
Okay.
I just don't want you to be done yet, Mark. I'm gonna get as much out of you as I can.
I knew that's what you were doing.
All right. Okay, so that, we'll do that and the vice chair then last, I guess.
Cool,
So I
thanks.
think we already approved the agenda. Do we need to take a motion and a vote?
Oh, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
well,
if Kathy sends it to me real quick, I can do it anyways. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
The
can
only
send it to
thing
you
on
right.
here is the school meal prices, right?
and
Is it the school meal prices and then something from Eileen? Was there some construction
and
stuff
then the
or?
calendar.
It's just the meeting calendar, the chair, the vice chair, the meeting calendar, and then the school meal prices.
Okay,
Oh, meeting calendar.
all right, we can just do it as it states.
Okay,
I will nominate myself for the board chair.
And I will second that.
okay.
Unless anybody else wants to do it.
Yeah. Okay, I don't hear anybody jumping at that, so we'll do a roll call vote on that nomination for school board chair. Yes for me, Kate,
You're muted, Kate.
Kate?
Now she's gone.
Oh, she's gone? Oh,
I think she went to unmute herself and accidentally hung up.
oh. Okay,
Oh,
well,
she's back.
I'm a yes. Sorry.
okay, all right. Val?
Yes.
Okay, Brad
Yes,
and Christy.
Yes.
Okay, so Val is, thanks, Val, for that
Yeah. Yep, you're welcome.
board chair for 23-24. And then I don't know, do I do this one too, the vice chair, or does Val?
Sure, just go ahead.
Okay, all right. School board vice chair for 23-24 school year. Nominations are open for that. Anybody?
I nominate Christy.
Okay,
Christy, how do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, then I second.
okay, good. All right, any other nominations? Perfect, we'll do a vote on this. So yes from me, Kate,
Yes.
and Val,
Yes.
and Christie,
Yes.
and Brad.
Yes.
Okay, great.
All right, Mark, you want me to take over?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, our next action item is the school board meeting calendar for the 22, no, it should be for the 23-24 school year, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, it's misprinted on the agenda, but okay, school board meeting calendar for the 23-24 school year. Does anybody have any questions or comments about that? Great. Would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the calendar for the 2023-24 school year.
I'll second.
Okay,
Okay, roll call vote. Mark,
yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Kate,
Yes,
Christy,
Yes.
and I am a yes. Thanks, everybody. Our last one is school meal prices, and I think Eileen is going to present on that for us.
Okay. So today we have the school meal prices for the 23-24 school year for you. One thing I did want to point out is that next year we will have free meals, breakfast and lunch district-wide for all students. This is because two different programs that we're electing to opt into. The first one is our community eligibility program. We've had 4 elementary schools that have qualified for this in the past. And after running all of our community data, we are able to expand that from the 4 elementary schools to K-8. So all of our elementary schools, Neil Armstrong and even Calc will qualify for 100% free meals under the CEP program. And then what we did is we looked at what the high school free and reduced counts are, and we're going to qualify, or we're electing to use provision 2 for the high school. And this will allow the high school to also be free meals for the next 4 years.
that's great.
So that means through between the start of school this year and June 30th of 2027, we will be 100% free district-wide. Our CEP schools will not have to collect free and reduced applications moving forward into the next 4 years, but our provision 2 at the high school will have to do a base year. So we'll have a big free and reduced application push all this year with high school students. And then that will determine our reimbursement, federal reimbursement rates for the next 4 years. So that will be the only school that will have to collect free and reduced applications for, and it will be only the first year of the 4-year election period. Today we have the meal prices set because each year we will have to continue to set our meal prices, even though they're free. This one keeps us up to date on meal costs and meal prices, and 2 allows students that want a second breakfast or a second lunch to be able to then pay for their lunch. And it sets the adult meal prices. So that's why even though everybody's 100% free, we'll still continue to set meal prices each year. Based on our look at other districts and our meal program, we're recommending to increase our meal prices to 25 cents, up by 25 cents across the board. We have not increased our meal prices for a couple of years because of the pandemic. But even with that, we are still below some of our comparables, local comparables, with their current rates, not even with the rates, what they're going to set for next year. So we feel pretty good about the rates being set for the second meals. Any questions on those?
Well, that's really terrific, Eileen. That is so good for our kids. I mean, that's just wonderful. How are you going to communicate with the high school students that they need to fill out an application?
We'll have a big push. We'll have applications available throughout the year. We'll have communications going out with the building communications, district communications. And then Ricky, our nutrition services manager, anticipates being out there and talking to the high school students. We need to get as close to an accurate percentage count of what our free and reduced application or free and reduced population is, because that will help in setting those reimbursement rates for our meals. So we'll have a big communication push. We've been already starting to work with nutrition services on that communication plan. And we hope to be able to give that to the high school and start communicating with them early August when they return.
Yeah. So can somebody like go into the homerooms and just, give a plug so that you get the amount of students you require?
High school kids.
Yeah, more or less, we want to get parents. We do need to reach out to students and stuff, but with the no shaming rules, we want to be careful on not making students feel obligated to.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Really
yeah,
going to be
okay.
connecting with parents on this.
Okay.
And then the other thing is just encouraging for students that are in sports, if they want the reduced sports fees, to fill out that application. So utilizing different avenues to be able to do that. But really it'll be at the building level, but it'll be more with parents.
Okay, thank you.
All right, any other questions? Doesn't sound like it. So I will make the motion that we approve the 2023-2024 school meal prices as presented.
Second,
All right, moved and seconded. Let's do a roll call vote. Mark,
Yes.
Brad,
yes.
Kate,
Yes,
Christy,
Yes.
and I'm a yes as well. Okay, thanks, Eileen. No other things? Dave, you got nothing for us?
No. Enjoying the summer. I'm
Awesome.
just so the board knows, I'm gonna head out of town here, taking my mom back to Ohio. So John will be here if anything's going on with summer school.
Okay, cool. All right, everybody, thanks so much for meeting on this lovely Monday.